07 commanders. Sorry. I think we're okay. Sort of, kind of. My chat is a little wonky, but we're going to get to that. Anyway, my name is Foxtrot Echo 1, also known as Commander Will Furian of the Vortex Squadron. And today, my commandos is going to be a day of days again. Apparently, there's still some issues going on in HIP 90578. We got a little bit of a shenanigan, okay? And we're gonna, we're doing what we can to help out, and we'll let you join, and we'll fix this chat thing in just a minute. Be right with you, commanders. Let's just do this. Well, now if I can find my chat again. I had it. Oh, there it is down here. See if it'll go now. There it is. All right, guys. I got her back. Sorry, I hate having to do tech support on the fly like that. Of course, there was an update yesterday, and as far as I can tell, the mic's working today. That's good. Hey, that's half of the battle, right? So right now I'm in I'm in my fishing boat. We're fishing right now. We're just fishing. We're out here fishing. Have you guys ever gone fishing in a system? This is a great fishing boat. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this boat was inspired by Atlas Rand, which hasn't been around. That's a ton of burst lasers. Let me get some 07s out there, guys. We've got Highlander out there doing his thing. 07 to you. Then we got Soul Dagger. He's out there. Oh, we got Nuggies. Old Nuggies. Sounds like a radio announcer. Love that guy. All right, so we are back, commanders. Yeah, here we go again. It's another opportunity to watch my screen do nothing. It's amazing. All right, so we're going to talk about a few things today. Obviously, there's a lot that's still happening. Let's see if we can even see if there's been any change in status. It looks like, so it doesn't look like much, but this place was fairly heavily locked down, which probably means to me that whoever was working on it, they probably were working on it since the beginning of the, possibly the beginning of the event, and whittled it down to where it was all the way open. So see if you can see. Not sure if you can see this, commanders, but the way you can tell is if you look at the panel on the right, you'll see down in the security area, there's a little teensy weensy white dot. That's where the security's locked down at. That's why it's locked down. It has to get back up to at least I'm assuming the yellow before we can even do anything. Now, I'm not sure that our efforts are going to be rewarded in any way. I don't think they are, which is not a bad thing. I had a question earlier today. Someone was wondering why they don't move the system to a high sec and, high security area. They don't need to move it. We've already won the bejesus out of this event. Okay. So they don't need to do that. Plus, that's not the way Elite works. I don't know why so many people are so... I think that the game sat so long dormant that they're just like, when Frontier wasn't doing anything for so long, everybody just assumed that, this is, nothing ever happens. Well, things are happening. And one of the things that happens is that there are conflicts in the galaxy. Okay, when they re-released Power Play 2.0, They released conflicts amongst each other. When they had the Thargoid War, that was a conflict against an alien enemy. An antagonist per se. Depending on your perspective, we were either the protagonist or the antagonist, or they were one of the two. I mean, they were here first. That's just you always got to be fair, and there's always two sides to every argument, right? So the fact that there are people in the game that want to work against the system, that's perfectly okay. Just like you have the option to play in open or play in solo, you have the option to be a nice guy and treat everybody with respect, or you can be, you have a right to be an asshole. And, people exercise that right, especially when they're anonymous, because you don't know who did this or how many did this, but I guarantee you it probably wasn't very many. It doesn't take a lot to make things happen in the game. The BGS is what they've effectively pushed into lockdown. So the BGS is the background simulator. It's basically how all life in the galaxy works. It also, power play is part of that, but power play is not the main system. The main system is the background simulator. It operates back in the background. What we do in the galaxy affects what happens in the galaxy. So we do have the ability to affect change in the galaxy. Now, outside of deleting things out of the galaxy, I totally agree with this the way this works. So if you're upset, don't be. It's not it's not their fault that you had to go out and grind yourself into oblivion. That was a choice. Okay, that was your choice. So if you're upset, turn those fingers when you're pointing at somebody saying you, why don't you do this and you do that? Just remember these other three fingers, they're pointing back at you. So what can you have done? First of all, the event was designed to only deliver one unit of cartographic data. If you so choose to do more than that, that's fine and dandy, but you didn't need to. You weren't getting anything extra except for a couple bucks. And even that, even at the top, what is it, $500,000? Please. Or is it $500,000 or $500 million? I think it's $500 million. It might be $500 million. Or at least 250 million, something like that. I can't remember. But in any event, the numbers didn't have enough zeros on it for me to get excited. Now, some people might get excited, but you have to remember you gotta just they're asking this question for a reason. So if you look at it in development terms, or my armchair version of development terms, they're making us do this for a reason, and I'm just gonna guess that it's probably there's some things they want to test, and they may have wanted to test this system as well, because there are things here that are new to us. For example, there's pirate zones here. Love the pirate activity zones. Those things are amazing. They're kind of like compromised nav beacons without the nav beacon part. And there's no giant sun next to your head, and there's no so it's a much more organized, however, a system, but however, the pirates in those systems are a little bit more organized, and some of them have a little bit fresher weapons, we'll say. So and fresher tactics. So it's been very interesting. Actually, Highlander's been going at it all morning. So he's the man on that. So let me get my limpets going. Hold on, we're just fishing. I'm on a fishing expedition. Hey man, it's Valentine's Day, man. I can go on fishing expedition if I want. I'm in my semi-AFK T10. Boy, this sucker is big, boy. Look at all them burst lasers. So, I'm just hanging out, messing around. I'm not doing anything special. Yeah, I'll go get another ship here in a little bit. I just want to make sure we get all these things picked up. There's so much stuff running around. Where are my collector limpets? Are they over there? Oh, I think they're over there. Okay, look at all this activity. Now, right now, I am in I'm not in the pirate zone right now. If some of the boys are on, I'll probably see if we can't get together and maybe do some more pirate killing. Yesterday, I didn't stream yesterday because we were live. I'm sorry, we were in open, and I am vehemently opposed to stream sniping. And I also don't want to encourage stream sniping. So I didn't want to go into, if I go on a live stream and then start talking about, people and, start talking about combat, stuff like that. That gets like people riled up in a way that I wasn't willing to do live. Plus my squad, as much as I love them dearly, PvP is not really something we do often. And so we, so it's one of those things. I didn't need them to get any undue pressure. You know what I mean? When I'm trying to convince people that something's okay, it's always good to let them kind of get into it. Now, we did run into quite a few human pilots. However, some of them were on our side, some of them weren't. So there are some that are just, out to attack. Some will attack. If they attack us, then we know at least that they're not just out there killing cargo truckers, or whatever, cartographic truckers, whatever you call that. So but we had a pretty good time. We had a pretty good time with it. They're really smart. It actually taught me personally. I learned a lot of stuff, and it's where I got my tips for today. What are my tips anyway? I don't even remember what I said. I said something. I said I got some tips. And now I got to remember what said tips are. So let me go see if I can find my little list. I have little field notes, guys, and I posted them. They're on X, they're on Blue Sky, they're on Discord, they're everywhere. Okay, I posted my notes everywhere. And these are the advanced notes. Okay, so we're going to talk about them today. We're going to talk about them a little bit, and we're also gonna get into some shenanigans ASAP. No, this is the one thing that I hate about this build is like, I haven't been able to be bothered to put something together that'll just fire the limpets for me. So anyway, the notes are as follows. As soon as I find them. Shh. Don't tell anybody. I wasn't prepared. You know that never happens, commanders. I'm always super extra prepared. And so here we go. My notes are in here. I know that. All right. So my quick tips today for the advanced pilot. Now, if you've got cartographic data on your ship and you plan on turning it in, don't do these. Okay. These are not for you. Disclaimer, warning, not for the cartographic data holders. You guys use the other quick tips from yesterday, okay, or the day before. Now, we've got, but when you pick up bounties, right, say even if you are in whatever mode you're in, if you're in open, when it's time to go turn in the bounties, you and your team or whatever, if you and your partner or whatever need to log out, switch over to solo, and then switch back, or then come in, go deliver your bounties, and then you can either switch back to open there, or you can stay in solo. It's up to you, but don't try to deliver stuff, especially if you're not with a friend. So here's the second one. The second tip is stay in pairs. So no matter what you do, make sure you're in a pair, because it's less likely that you're going to get pulled down if you're in a pair and you're close together. Now, if you guys are flying off in different directions, you know what they do? They grab one of you. And because sometimes it's difficult, like we found out yesterday, sometimes it's difficult for your wingman to find you if you're not right there with them. Okay, so that's why I recommend tip number 1. But if you don't and you want to fly around, make sure you're in a pair at least. If you can be in a bigger group, that would be great. But if not, don't worry about it. Tip number 3, Python Mark II is meta. Okay, out here, pretty much every single ship yesterday was a Python Mark II. And they all have a very similar build, Commanders, so be prepared. I believe I might have showed that build yesterday, but if not, I'll be more than happy to give another look at it today. Frag cannons are big deal. Frag cannons and multi-cannons, I'm assuming they might be incendiaries, but in any event, yeah, because they know that all the MK2s are shielded pretty much. So they're all shield tanks, so they need a lot of ripping. And I don't care what you don't please, for the love of God, don't use laser beams. Anybody that's into PvP, that's the first thing they do is they put a bunch of thermal protection so that they don't have to worry about you trying to strip the shields with your little lasers. They're just going to go, ha, 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 you are a butterfly to me. Now, so, sorry. Why am I saying the frag cannons are pretty much the meta out here as well, okay? Now, I might have seen a configuration different or two. If you have a different configuration, please don't feel upset. Okay, but I'm just telling you, of all the ones I saw yesterday, which was many, there were a lot of frag cannon ships out here. Okay, so the last and final tip is use high wake to evade death. A lot of people don't know this. Now, if you're trying to deliver stuff, like I said, I don't recommend you try to deliver anything in open anyway. There's no advantage to it. There's no special reward. There's no pat on the back. Oh, boy. If you don't care about your data, fine, do it in open. If you're going to tell me that you had all this pain and suffering because you had to go out and do all this stuff out in space, well, then you need to be in solo or, in a small group with your friends. Okay? I don't, all these other excuses or people telling you how to do your whatever, you don't have to do any of that. You do what you want to do. All right. 07, Starlancer. Good to see you. Thanks. Looking off. I am AFK. I'm not AFK. I'm sitting right here. I can move. See? It's moving. I can't help if my ship just is auto magic. It's not fully auto magic. It's close. But I need to hook up some sort of a macro key to hit the collector button every once in a while. If I wanted to be fully AFK. Or just not pick up anything. But I'm kind of enjoying the relaxation. This is what I call this is fishing. Okay, this is bounty hunting, fishing. Now, I'm not making a fortune here. I've been here for a few hours. And I've only made 4 million in bounties, but I didn't have to do anything to get it, really. Just sit here and get it. I'm actually more interested in the bounties than the things that are floating around out there. And my limpets seem to be out there just doing their thing or whatever because they keep coming back. Oh, they're right there. Okay, they're all stationary now. Every once in a while, I'll get in there and I'll move around a little bit, just see if they'll go pick something up. I don't know how full I am on stuff, so to be honest. And if you go AFK, you're not going to collect anything for long because. Oh, look at that! Oh my God, look at that! Two of them went hot right on me. They're coming. They're trying to get me, boys. They're trying to get me. See, I can't see anything. They go to the back of the ship to try to break the hatch, and then of course I have hatch breaker, or I have point defense back there. Look at these guys go. These guys are crazy. So this ship is all turreted, so there's no real, you know, I don't have any control over what's going on around here. I'm just kind of chilling. So I was just chilling, and we'll go back to the carrier in a minute, and we'll talk some more about if you want to build this ship or if you want to build say you want to build a Python. Now, like I said, if you have cartographic data and you don't want to lose it, you do not want to go out in a PvP ship and screw around, okay? I don't know how I can make this any more clear for people. Because somebody's going to tell me, I tried it, but I died and I lost all my cartographic data. And, you know, I'm going to say, oh, that's terrible, Commander. But in the background, I'll be like, you brought it on yourself. Oh, boy.
Enemy wiped out. Standing by.
Enemy wiped out. Now I did get a brand new cheap co-pilot today, so I can't remember her name, but I'll figure it out. We'll figure it out when we get back. So yeah, so I'm gonna get ready. We're gonna wrap this up here. I got my tips out of the way, so if that's all you wanted, there's the tips. Then now we're gonna go back and see what we can figure out for today, and we're gonna look at those pirates activities. I don't know when those came out. If anybody knows, let me know, because those seem to us to be fairly new. And I know from what Highlander said this morning, they're using a lot of more modern weapons and tactics. So we'll check it out. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to wrap this up right here. We're going to put them weapons away. I think we've had enough. We're going to go ahead and we're going to call back homegirl. What's her name? Camille Kirkland. Well, Camille, come on in, Camille. Let's do this. Let's bring her home, boys. Let's get her home. She's ready to come on in her little condor. She's just a happy little clam. So, yeah, I was going to use this the other day to do some hunting, but then I was like, you know, this thing really wasn't designed to do that, so I changed my mind. And now we're on this gig, right? So this is the proper gig for this ship. She's got quite a different accent than Lord's did, but I like it. I think it's cool. Let's get this cargo scoop up. There we go. Now we can just book on through to the other side. All right. So now we gotta get some targeting going on here, and we need to pull up out of here. Yeah, we've never really seen them, but. Not that we do, because we usually go to a compromised nav beacon. So, yeah, I'm just curious because they do seem to be a little bit updated. So that's kind of nice. I really like them, actually. I'm actually kind of into them. Kind of like them. They're a little bit, I don't know if they're any easier to find than the compromised nav beacon. Now, Highlander, he can just go right on an R and go blip, 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 and then he finds them and then he just goes. But, I don't know how you. I'm assuming maybe these are in systems where there is a lockdown. I mean, you could technically find. I was like, what is going on? What? Is he crazy? Did he lose his mind? Did you know that I've got crack team on this ship? Go get him. Yeah, go get him. Don't let him do me like that. She will do it anyway, but I'm gonna tell her to. You got all your orders. Go kill that dude. He's annoying us. He's trying to attack us when we're trying to retreat. Let's see what's going on over here. Aha! Oh, look at that guy. Okay. Ooh, man, he didn't live long. That was a lot. That was not very much living for all that chasing me around out here. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and get lined up, and we'll get back to the carrier. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, it's Valentine's today, guys. So hopefully you're with your loved ones or whatever. I'm with mine. My kitty cat is sleeping, obviously, as one does. So we're going to go back to the carrier. I have tried several times to get back in here. with my carrier, but I have not done so well with that. Where are we at? Okay, we're gonna have to go through the rocks, so it's gonna be a minute. This thing doesn't exactly exude speed. It is a it barely hits 310. Oh my goodness. So it's a little slow, boys. This is not something you want to screw around with. Now I haven't done it yet, but I do want to take this ship over into like a one of the pirate systems and just see how it works. If it works well. I don't know if it will or not. I know it works okay. Now I was just in a regular. I could have probably went in a higher comp or a higher resource extraction site, but I didn't. I didn't. I just went to this one. So I still wanted to just double check and make sure everything works okay with this thing, because I kind of stole some of the ideas off of another commander, but then I just put my own twist on it, as I often do. So I wanted to make sure that it was all hunky-dory. And yes, you can sit there for hours and not move a muscle and make bounties. However, I got those back out. So that's where we're at with this guy. So this is Pearl. We have a duet set of pilots today, so we'll talk about them here in a little bit. But yeah. Whoa! Oh, whoops! I forgot to recall her again. Yeah, you know, sometimes you just gotta blow stuff up. You know what I mean? So I don't know, but yeah. So we feel like they're new to us. So maybe they have been around a little bit, but I didn't know they were really a thing. And you know, we always used compromised nav beacons and things like that. Now I remember when we were doing BGS, when I first came back from my hiatus, there were a lot of new things that were like new, like they're like carnival attractions, you know. Like there was a place where you could go over and defend, or you could either defend or support a specific a station. Like there'd be a station there, and you could fight it or not fight it. Oh, Kabong! 07 to you, Kabong! Hey, Kabong! I bet Kabong figured out today that he's not in California anymore. His carrier returned to the bubble for some action. So Highlander wanted some heavy, hot action, and he came back. So Kabong, get your bounty hunting pants on, because you're gonna need them today. So yeah, Highlander mentioned it. He said, "You know, I've got Kabong with me." Said, well, you know, when you're getting a ride on somebody else's ride, you got to go where they go. And you know what else you can do? You work real hard and you get your own ride. And you don't got to worry about that. So Kabong is going to be in for a culture shock, probably. We may be out here. I don't know that we're going to be out here all weekend. We will eventually head back to California Nebula. And that'll be lots of fun. Tell her daddy takes her T-Bird away as well. But for now, we are messing around. The goal. I can only tell you what my goal is. My goal is to do this live stream and to talk about different ways you can help. There is a community goal, right? Started 2 weeks ago. And that community goal was going swimmingly for almost 2 weeks. And at some point, there was a group of folks that possibly only one, maybe two, maybe three. I don't know. I don't think it was like a whole gang of them. But anyway, somebody went in, killed all the police. So when you kill all the police, that causes the system, any system in Elite Dangerous will go into lockdown. Now, this system, I believe, was anarchy, so it didn't. There were no repercussions anyway. This event is not based on any power, so because colonization will be very much an independent thing. It won't be have anything to do really with empire or federation or alliance, unless you bring them to your system or unless somebody puts them there. You can. There are ways to move both minor factions and superpowers. You can push them around the galaxy, but it's a lot of work. I think we had a guy that started maybe about a month ago, and he came in and he was like, "Well, we need to get ALD into the system that we is our home system." And I was like, that's a lot of work, man. And I said, the only way I'll do that is if you want to be in charge of it. Oh yeah, I can do that. Are you sure? I said I can get you help, and so I got a helper. I got Extreme to come and help him because Extreme is well versed in BGS, more so than even I am. And then, but then he realized that it was going to take 3 months to get the thing done he wanted to get done. Keybinds. Well, I don't remember what device you said you were using, but there are. If you're using the X52 Pro or the X52, there's keybinds on the net. You just load those up and then just make adjustments as necessary. You don't always have to load when you're resetting. If you're resetting your controls in Elite Dangerous, you don't have to reset every single control right out of the chute. Just put the ones in that you need. You need the one that makes your ship go this way, and you need one that makes your ship go that way, and that way, and that way, and that way, and that way. And then other than that, you need the pew-pews. So you need your pew-pews, and then that's it. And start with that. Do your business, because you can get most of your business done with just that. And then you go. Yeah, I know. Some of you guys have some weird controllers, though. I mean, if it's not the ones the game was originally built for, I have a hard time wrapping my head around like why didn't you just get the one that works? I don't know. That's how I am. I'm just like, that's the one that works. Look, it's down here. Looks just like that. That's my stick and that's my throttle right there. That's all I know. So good luck to you guys getting your things sorted. Also, make sure if you're going to do that, you should maybe possibly use ED Copilot, because ED Copilot will automatically back up your keybinds for you. So then you can change them and all that without worry that they're going to have an issue. So that's where you want to be there. I would definitely 100% recommend ED Copilot, which I happen to have, if it's working today. I happen to have a link to it somewhere. There it is. Let's see if it works. It says it worked. Let's see if it worked. It did. So yeah, you guys should be using that if you're gonna have, if you have custom keybinds or you want to save your keybinds easily without having to remember to go to the directory that it's in and all that and copy the directory. You guys should have backed up your keybinds in the beginning anyway. Well, kabong. You need to do it manually then. Google it. You'll figure it out. You can if it can't save something, there's got to be that's a thing with access. It should fail and tell you that it's failed. Yeah, ED Copilot has a backup. Yeah, it'll back it up for you. However, there's still things out there on the internets I mean, you need to find out why something can't save. If it can't save, there's a reason. Like, the directory that you don't have access to the directory, you're not logged in as the owner of the computer, something's going on there. In any event, I don't want to go too deep into pain on that, guys. That's a long conversation I'm not willing to have. Not right now. Not till after this stream. And even then, you'd be lucky. All right, so let's see. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at this one in case you guys want to do some fishing. This is good. This is a good fishermanship. Well, wow, that's there's this other invention, boys. It's called Google Drive. Copy your stuff to Google Drive, then you don't have to worry about moving stuff. It's just on the Google Drive. Copy it up there, leave it up there. Once a month, twice a year, something. Google Drive goes wherever you go. All right, so now let's see what's going on. And as a matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, Kabong, you really need to get another controller from what I hear. So you should maybe look into that. Just get another controller, bud. I know. You can get a more expensive. Don't let them talk you into getting all that expensive ass controller. You don't need it. Just get the cheap one. Yeah, that's more likely your problem than the other thing. Okay. Because you need to quit screwing around with that controller. It's not working right. Or learn how to do keyboard and mouse. I've heard it can be done. I'm not doing it. So anyway, here we go. Let's take a look. We're getting sidetracked for a minute, and we'll get back to business. Back to the business. We've got this ship. This is a good fishing ship. This is great for bounty hunting. Sorry, if you don't want to be bothered to be there. And this isn't, this little problem that happened. It's really not. It's not that critical because like I said, the people that didn't turn it in till now, that they kind of brought that on themselves. They should have turned that stuff in a week ago. But I know somebody's going to give me 100,000 excuses why they couldn't. My dog tripped. I tripped over the cat. They ate my homework. Blah la la la. This is what I'll be like. La 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 la. All I know is that it literally takes 5 minutes to do what you needed to do for this event. So anyway, so the hard points on here. Yeah, we're on the hard points. So this is basically a straight up burst laser ship. It's all burst laser, long range, oversized. I think they're all that except for maybe actually this is literally all of them are long range, oversized. So it just sits there and you set it to fire at will, and basically anything that shoots at it, all those lasers will go nuts and start attacking. You got your utility mounts, which is pretty straightforward. You got your upper turret, your lower turret, point defense, and then you got your heavy duty shield booster. You got resistance augmented shield boosters. You got several of those, and then you have two heavy duties, and then 2 of the resistant augmenteds. On your core internal, nothing fancy here. Military grade composite, as one does. Heavy duty deplating. Power plant, overcharged power plant. Monster, you need lots and lots of power for all them burst lasers. Pew, 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 pew. Yar, Uncle J. Welcome on in. As soon as I find my 07s. There you go. I think I got it. Did I get it? I can't see my screen. Aha, I got it. Okay. So now we're down to here. We're down to the frameshift drive SCO. We got the increased FSD range and the mass manager. Miscellaneous lightweight. And you've got your charge enhanced power distributor and the super conduits. as one does. Now you can go weapons focused. However, I have not run into any problems not being weapons focused. Sensors, long range. You got to have long range, so you can see the enemies, so you can see the pirates coming to talk to you about your extended warranty. You got your optional internals. We have, oh my lord, look at that thing, a Class 8 bi-weave reinforced fast charge shield. Oh my gosh, Commanders, that is amazing. You got 128 cargo limpets, 70 cargo rack. You got a fighter hangar, which is great if you want to take a fighter. It's actually kind of fun. He or she flies out there and blows things up for you. That's fun. And you get the bounty for it. Collector limpet is a 5B. Now, the 5B is important because the 5B, the limpets don't last as long, but the range is longer. So you can, your limpet, since you're not going to be moving, you're immobile. Because what you do basically is you park the ship where and you think is a good spot, and then you get your weapons out, get your cargo scoop out, get your limpets out, and then you turn off the engine so it doesn't use up all your fuel. You can sit a lot longer if you have your engine off than if you have it on. Then, of course, you've got your shield reinforcement packages all the way down. Shield reinforcement, baby. And then you have to have this. This is a very important part, the advanced docking computer. So in your vehicle bays, I suggest you get a fighter hangar with 2 or 1 at least Condor fighter bay. The Condor is amazing. I've tried several of them. The Taipans are cheaper, but they just don't do the job. These Condors do amazing work, even with a fresh pilot in them. Okay. So there you go. So you can also set up a crew. You have to go to an actual station to do that though. Right now we've got, she's already getting a lot of money. She's getting 9% profit share. She's been paid. She has not been paid yet. You can probably just throw her out. She's all right. She's competent. So this is a very low end one, right? So and she's been doing great jobs. So I guess I don't know if there was a difference between Lords and Camille here, other than they both did what I told them to, and it's all good. So there you go. That's the build that we were using just a minute ago. Now, when you use that build, you don't want to necessarily take that into a high or a hazardous res, because they can overwhelm you if there's not enough police. So it's a balancing act, right? If there's not enough police to keep things under control, then you could be overwhelmed by pirates, and they will, like, you can't use this build very well in California Nebula because the pirate, there's so many pirates that they just start blasting you into oblivion. So you just gotta not. We don't use this there. We don't use this in the California Nebula. Okay, it's just not pretty. I tried it even with me driving and shooting. They were just eating me up. So anyway, you just want to make sure you're going to a regular, res site or a low, and then just walk. You can walk away basically. Just come back every once in a while and go peep, peep, and send out your little collector limpets, and you're good to go. So let's see. So I already showed you guys the we're not in that system anymore. But if you look in the status and you go to the faction, this is not the faction. But if you go to the faction that is currently, God dang it, if you go to the one that's currently under siege, which they won't be here, but which is the Brewer Logistics, then you can you'll see where their security forces are, and you'll see, like on this one, the little teensy little white dot is up in the white section. So there is civil unrest, but it's not in a lockdown. So you have to go through. They whoever did that if they were alone, they grinded a lot because that would have took a hot minute. But all you got to do is kill the police. Okay, in an anarchy system, there's no penalty for that. I don't remember if the brewer guys are anarchy or what, but I'm assuming they would be because this colonization is not intended to be for any particular power. So they would always usually make that independent, which means that there's no penalty for killing. So they probably even got away without any notoriety, which is another fun, exciting thing. Because to me, they should have, if they would have got a bunch of notoriety, their account would be like, it would have maxed out. I can't remember if the max is like 10 or 8 hours, something like that. Or notoriety 10, which would be 20 hours of downtime for you, or time that you wouldn't be able to go to a station. Let's just put that way. All right, so next we've got the, we'll also show you today, we'll give you a sneak peek. I think I've shown this before, but we'll give you a sneak peek of the vet. Let's go ahead and look at the vet, because the vet is one that you can drive around. Now, this is not one I would recommend for open. There's something of value in my cargo hold. Which reminds me, I got to empty the cargo hold anyway. I do have damage. Oh, I have escape pods. I have damaged and occupied escape pods, so I can literally put those on the ship, on the carrier, or I can delete them. I can do whatever I want, whatever I want. So if I transfer, I can transfer all. I didn't really want to transfer the limpets though. Let's do this. Take them back, and then we'll go confirm transfer, and hopefully it works. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. Okay, it looks like it worked, so we'll keep them. Oh, you don't have to do that. All you got to do to get pirates to be attracted to you is you kill a couple of them manually and then just pick up the cargo that they're carrying. You don't have to bring anything special. Just any cargo will do. They don't care what it is. So yeah, that's how you do that. You don't have to bring anything per se. You can just get it while you're out there. Go out there, set up your stuff, get everything ready, kill one of the pirates, collect the stuff that he dropped, and you're all set. That's all you need. Now also we need to go ahead and dump these limpets because the other ships I'm going to show you do not have said limpets. So we're going to do that. I know some people have specific things they think you should bring, but you don't have to bring anything specific. It just needs to be in your cargo hold. We're going to get this thing painted back up. We need that purple paint job to be nice at all times. All right, so now we're going to go here. We'll go ahead and get rid of all those. And then we got to go to shipyard. Now we'll talk about the vet first because that's do not go into open with the vet. Especially if you're by yourself, you will get killed immediately. These guys know how to dismantle a vet like quickly, and they will do it, and you will love it. Not really, because you're the one that's going to be blowing up, so don't do it. Don't think because you have a vet that you're going to march into that system and just start taking over the place, because you're not. You're going to get killed. All right, so I'll show you Shrike real quick. Like I said, you don't need this kind of ship, but this ship is fun for PvE. This is a PvE ship, not a PvP, okay? So you go to your, we'll go to the loadout. Now my ship is it's not any kind of meta or anything like that. It's just what I felt good building. Okay, you can build your ship any way you want, but this is just to give you some ideas. Like we have 2 rapid fire modification pulse lasers with multi-servos, so they fire very quickly, and they're very good. They're fun. Rapid fire pulse will handle hull. So these are kind of finishers because they will handle hull. Beam lasers, I have a long-range thermal vent. That's just to keep the ship cool. It is gimbaled. It's on something. Pulse lasers. Pulse lasers also do hulls. And this one's an efficient, oversized. Okay, so this pulse laser is efficient, oversized. I think a lot of them are. It's just so that I can run this many lasers at a time. Sometimes you need some efficient to make them so that they'll run. Plus, they're oversized, which gives them more punch. This beam laser here is efficient, oversized as well. That's a beam laser. That will tear down shields. I probably could use more on the shield side of things, but I don't really care about it. I'm usually not alone in this thing, so I can be, but I don't typically fly this one alone. This is kind of our staple for the squadron. Most all the original members had Corvette when they first came out. You know, however long it took us, a couple weeks, a month, whatever it was. Hey, Darkness 07 to you. This one's efficient, oversized. Yes, so it's mostly efficient and oversized. So this is a very standard, it's a PvE build though, because all your human pilots are going to have all kinds of protection against thermal, and then you're just basically you're just gonna be shooting blanks because it's not gonna hurt them. So don't think that you're gonna come in there and dominate in a PvE ship. You're not. Just keeping it real, commanders. We've got resistance augmented shield boosters on this thing. We got a couple of those, actually a lot of them. We got heavy duty ones, and we've got upper and lower turret. I don't know that we need point defense per se, but it does block missiles. I do have a heatsink on this thing because this thing gets hot, commanders. This thing burns up, especially if you fire your shield cell bank. It's another one, resistance augmented. So it's got the same kind of setup as the T10. Couple heavy duties, and the rest are resistance augmented. I think I do have this one set up, though, too, where I can put a fighter bay on it. I have it taken off right now because of because I didn't have a crew member. I don't know if I'm going to put her on today or not. We'll see. Once we get in there, and let me root around. This one's interesting. This has got thermal resistant armor reflective plating. Interesting choice. So this one is to prevent other ships that have thermal from hurting this one. So, power plant overcharged and monstered. We got the dirty drive tuning drags. We've got increased FSD range. This does have an SCO. However, it's not the super fancy schmancy one because this thing don't travel. You can see it's even with that on there, his jump range is 1904. Not really good. Okay, life support, miscellaneous lightweight, weapon focus. Now this one's weapon focused. I can fire a lot in the ship. It's not unlimited though. It does burn a lot of weapon power. Sensors, long range, of course. And your fuel tank, and then in the internals, I think it's mostly just kicking ass. That's basically what's all in here. Now, I did put a fuel scoop on here because I was running into trouble. Can you believe it, commanders? This is actually where my fighter bay was. So I was out there shooting some things with the boys, got into trouble, got myself into a little situation, and I had to go to jail. And jail was pretty far from here, so yeah, I ended up having to get another shipping a ship to the jail. Getting in said ship, took that ship back to the carrier, and then shipped my Corvette back to the carrier. So it was an ordeal. There was some shenanigans, commander, shenanigans. That's all I'm saying. And then of course shield reinforcements like crazy in this thing. All the way down, guardian shield. This thing is really tough. So if the shields go down this thing, you better be on your way out in the FSD going, because otherwise you're going to die. This thing's a paper thin once the shields go down. So, and it does have the 7C bi-weave shield generator. Oh my God. Fast charge, reinforced. Oh, and it does have a shield cell bank on this bad boy. Rapid charge shield cell bank with the boss shields. I do use them. I did actually put them on a key. I don't remember which key it was, but they are on A key, Commanders. I think it might be B, but I can't remember. We'll figure it out if I need to. All right, so now we're going to get back out of here. And now we have gone through 2 of the builds. I do, in fact, want to go on the other build shortly, but before I do, I'm going to take a little 5-minute breather, y'all. So stay tuned. I'll be right back.
Cruising through the Milky Way's techno. Guardians of peace, we fly so high, defending life beneath starry sky. We bring the peace, we bring the groove, galaxy's heartbeat in every move. Protect the stars, protect the light, dance with all your cosmic might. Enemies beware our shining flare, justice in our hands beyond compare. Humanity and life we all defend, into the cosmos, onward we ascend. We bring the peace, we bring the groove, galaxy's heartbeat in every move. Protect the stars, protect the night, dance with all your cosmic might. Bolts of light and shields so bright, we fight for what is just and right. Through nebula and cosmic dark, we ignite each astral spark. We bring the peace, we bring the groove, galaxy's heartbeat in every move. Protect the stars, protect the night, dance with all your cosmic might. Bolts of light and shields so bright, we fight for what is just and right. Through nebula and cosmic dark, we ignite each astral spark. We bring the peace, we bring the groove, galaxy's heartbeat in every move. Protect the stars, protect the light, dance with all your cosmic might.
Oh, yeah. Little disco. Good jam. I hope everything's saved. That's right. It's really weird because I have literally never had a problem with my save file. Even when I left and came back, I still had it. Still there. I just had to hook up the configuration for the X52 Pro. And I was on my way out the door. Boom. It was one of the reasons why I didn't want to come back for the longest time, is because I used to think, oh, you have to do this, that, and the other thing. But because I have the X52 and there's already configuration files out there for it, it was a breeze. It was like that. Poof. And then now I'm not afraid of it anymore. I'm just like, well, whatever. If something goes wrong, or restore the backup that I have on the Google Drive, boom. There it is. And it's good to go. Now, boys, I don't know if you noticed, but I have my ice cream. We have a very special Valentine's thumbnail today. So we're going to talk about it, or at least I'm going to talk about it. You guys don't have to talk about it if you don't want to. But here we go. We're going to rate this thumbnail today. Love is in the air. Yes, today we have pilots, co-pilots, Lana and Leo, Antal. It's an overall rating, not a half and half. But thanks to Uncle Jay and Lou. So if you have to give 9 to half and 0 to the other, then you should give it a 5. Well, they're supposed to be in a spaceship. Because they're going to be out getting pirates. Lana and Leo, Antal. Great pilots. These are all members of the Vortex Squadron, by the way, too, so be respectful. I gotta fix that. Coming in hot. It's always good to fight with your loved ones. Well, if you got stuff to turn in, bloke, you better get your butt down here and do it. It's not my job. It's your job. All right. Here we go.
Every artwork speaks to you.
It came out pretty good. I like it.
Feel the rhythm, make your choice.
Yeah, I don't understand why you would be having trouble. You literally only had to turn in 1 unit. If you did more than that, that's on you. You won at 1 unit. You didn't have to turn in anything else. You were good. So, yeah, I have a hard time with sympathy with people that don't follow the instructions. Well, there you go. What are you worried about? All right. So now we wanted to look at my other build. Now this one, yeah, that's true, Uncle Jay. They will. Yep. It'll stay in lockdown. You're right. And it will because it can. And so I'm trying to teach you guys how to unlock it if you want it unlocked, but get it in there. Not really. You can undo it. We've had to undo ours a million times, dude. We've had to undo our own system a million times. This is nothing too difficult. The thing is what can you get? The question is can you get combat pilots to give a crap? Or are they going to be like, well, you should have just turned in 1. You know what I mean? This is part of the bringing humanity together kind of thing that we've been working on, right? Because technically, and I know back in the old days, the community would really come together to undo this. So, and it's only Friday, guys. So there's still Saturday, Sunday. So by this weekend, there could be, if everybody gets out of their, their own heads for a minute and start thinking about others, then they could come and help. Darkstar 07 to you. And then they could come get it undone. And then everybody can turn in their stuff and then there's a happy ending. If everybody's just like, oh, I don't want to do it, then yeah, no, it'll stay locked. But we are making progress on it, so it's not like it's totally out of the realm of possibilities. But it is moving. Now we don't know at the same time that we're moving in one direction, that they're not trying to move it back the other direction. There's a tug of war, so it's going to take it takes a lot of pilots on the positive side to help. Well, Uncle Jay, listen, man, this event is not going to be lasting for 27 years. Okay, you just you guys I understand, but you need to step on it. This thing could be over tomorrow. So just make it work. Go out with the V squad, whatever. Just get out there and do it. Just do it. So if the community comes together, I mean, I was pretty shocked at how many of my guys showed up, how many of the V squad showed up. I didn't think they'd be interested because they mostly like killing Thargoids. But we do have a few that are gung ho, and we don't have to do it in open. Open's fun, but it's not like, because we don't do that stuff all the time, it's mostly a learning experience for us, of learning what not to do. Like, oh, I didn't know you could do that. And there's a lot of shenanigans. There's a lot of, I can't say for a fact that there's like cheating going on per se, but I can say that there are mechanics being used that are unnatural. Let's just say unnatural mechanics being used. Like yesterday, we were chasing a guy around, and he was in the system, and he suddenly disappeared. Now, at first, I thought, oh, he must have gone cold, but I'm pretty sure that's not it, because then he reappeared, like, a couple, maybe, what was it, maybe 60 light seconds away. It was quite a ways. So it was as if, it felt as if he had disconnected. Now, I know some of these guys, I remember the kids telling me back in the day, like, they always have their little network cable so that they can just pop it out. Now, if you pop out your network cable, the game has no choice but to drop you. It can't put that timer on you. Now, it should technically leave your ship in the game for 15 seconds, but for whatever reason, that doesn't work. So, 07 Riddick. Well, thank you for your private message, Riddick. And when I'm not working, I will take a look at that thing and I will peel through it with a fine-tooth comb. So we will, there are some mechanics that I don't understand exactly. And, but I do know that the Python Mark II has a very, very tough nose. So, oh yeah, I love them. Especially, I hope that you wrote me at least 5 or 6 paragraphs, Riddick, because I love those. And I'm kidding, Riddick. Don't do that, or I will kick you and bloke out. Just for mentioning it. Darkstar's been out in the Corvette level 7. Yeah, the level 7s. We're definitely gonna look at a level 7 today. We will get into one. Maybe some of the boys are out there. Well, that's what she said, Uncle Jay. That's all I can tell you. So we're going to look at that. We just looked at the vet. I was going to show everybody my Python. Now, I'm pretty sure I borrowed some inspiration off of somebody on this one because I don't do a lot of PvP anymore. I mean, I get it, but I don't know. But there are some questionable tactics that I don't quite understand, and some of these guys understand very well. I haven't gone down that rabbit hole in quite a while, so I would have to do more research, and I don't know if I even want to be bothered at this point. We'll just have some fun instead. All right, so let me find Incarcerate. This was actually built as a mostly PvP ship. Probably it is PvP if I can find it. And I hate that the ships are not the color that they are in this. See, Incarcerate is red, but it's not red here. It drives me nuts. Drives me nuts, commanders. All right, so let's use this ship. Now, ooh, didn't you see that? It's got the siren on it and everything. All right, so we'll look at this one real quick, and then we'll probably see if anybody's around to go out into the 7. Oh, 07 St. Nova. It says I don't mind the combat lagging. It's the actual cheating software some commanders use that's unbearable. Yeah, I'm not sure what you mean exactly as far as software, but I do know that there's shenanigans going on. So we found out yesterday, and then all of a sudden, too, the zone got really bogged down. Like we were having trouble. We were losing connections every 2 seconds, all that stuff. Well, Engineered is better than Guardian. What are you fighting? If you're fighting Thargoids, Guardian's good, but you can only... The Guardian doesn't stack the same as Human. Human is better. Yeah, Engineered is better. You can use some Guardian to just kind of give you the protection against Caustic, but if you're not fighting those guys, then don't worry about it. Yeah, and don't worry about what Bloke's saying. The only thing we care about on the Guardian is that it's protection from Caustic. We don't care about the rest of it. So to hold Shard Cannon on Anaconda. To hold Shard Cannon on an Anaconda. What do you mean to? Yeah, that doesn't make any sense what you're saying there, Riddick. To hold Shard Cannon on Anaconda. What does that even mean? You can use Shard Cannons. You definitely don't want to use anything but the Guardian hull. That's it. Well, I mean, you can use a Guardian booster too, but I don't recommend those either. Not for a Thargoid ship. So anyway, I'll let you guys hammer it out because I'm gonna move on. Let's go to outfitting. See what we got here. So I was using this yesterday. I actually did pretty good against somebody that was definitely better than me as far as PvP. Or I understood what was going on better than I did. He was using, and I'm kind of up in the air about this, but he was using multi-cannons to take down my shields. I was using Frag Cannons to take down his shields. He got my shields down first, probably just because I kept missing him. But outside of that, it was pretty good. It was a pretty good battle. So we've got overcharged weapons, incendiaries. We've got that again, and that again, and that again. And then we also have the 2 smaller ones. I have corrosive shell on one, overcharged, and I've got overcharged drag munitions on the second one. So this thing will poison them. Basically, you hit them with whatever. I have them in 2 groups, so I can shoot one group and then shoot the other group, or you go back and forth between the groups. Some people can do that to where they got the timing down where they can consistently fire. I have not mastered that. So I can kind of just go pew, 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 and then they're all out, and I wait for the recharge or whatever. It's fine. But, yeah, so there's that. And then obviously it's all shield all day. Heavy duty, heavy duty, heavy. Really? I got a lot of heavy duty on this thing. Thermal resistant. That's a good one to have. So it's got a lot of heavy duty. What is it? 4 heavy duties? My God. Thermal resistant. And then we got some resistance augmented. Okay. But it's mostly heavy duty. It's got a little bit of extra at the bottom there. A little bit of something's there. But mostly we're heavy duty, man. And then we were heavy duty armor deplating, overcharged monster, as one does. Dirty drag drives. Now, I've seen other people talk about doing clean drives. I don't know about that. That slows down your ship. I don't like it going slow. I'd rather blow the heat out of it. Shielded FSD, stripped down. Definitely got that. I stole that from somewhere. Life support, miscellaneous lightweight. Charge enhanced, super condies. Don't really need the weapon boost because the frags don't pull the same way like lasers do. So then your long range scanner, and boom, there it is. And then you got your internals. We got the bi-weave shield generator. I do not have prismatics. Reinforced fast charge. Then you've got the guardian shield reinforcements, all of them. And then you have a frameshift. Now, I use the frameshift drive. I actually pulled somebody over yesterday. He got away, though. He was the one that was doing the shenanigans. Like, I pulled him over, get him down there, start doing an attack run, and then he just went blink and he disappeared. And I thought, oh, he must have, popped a heat sink or something. But then he ended up appearing like way behind us. So he had to have logged out or something. It was a minute, you know what I mean? He didn't just reappear immediately. It was disappeared. I looked around for him, didn't see him. Next thing I know, he appeared in another spot and off to the races. So there's definitely some kind of shenanigans going on, which is why I don't like open play that much, just because somebody's always doing some shenanigans. Bi-weave is better than a prismatic in a large ship. Sure. I don't know. What do you need the prismatics for? I don't know. I don't understand. As long as your shields don't go down, who cares? All right, so yeah, all the Guardian stuff runs real hot. But yeah, I'd go all see, the thing is, Riddick, I don't know what you're getting at, what you're trying to fight. You're like leaving a lot of things open. I'm talking about fighting pirates, and then you're asking me questions about Guardian. So I don't know, which is normally how you do. You take me down some road other than what I'm trying to talk about, which, whatever. But I'm just saying, I don't understand what you're getting at. So today, let's go ahead. Let's take a look. We've got Rohan in. I don't see anybody else in, so we'll do a test run. Okay, we're gonna get the kit. We're gonna get what the hell's it called? The vet, and we'll get out there. We'll go check out these pirate places because they're really awesome. Now they're a little tough. They're a little tougher than a normal compromised nav beacon, though. Okay, well we should be in the same group then. I think I'm in. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm in Cygnus. Anyway, let me get the vet, and we'll go find one of these 7s and see what we can do on there, or 6s or 5s, whatever. It doesn't matter. Just here for showing stuff, show and tell. This is just show and tell today. All right, so we're gonna head over there. I'm pretty sure I'm in the. Guess we should probably check. We'll just make sure we're in the right group. Just making sure, just in case. There's no shenanigans. Well, no more than usual. Go down to Cygnus-Prime, connect to that. There we go. Now we'll go in there. And we'll see what we got. We'll do a little test run and call it good. We'll get in there, shoot up some stuff. Yeah. So Riddick, look, I can make it real easy for you. Go here. Go to my fleet. And then go to the one called Reaper. You can't miss him. It's a 6-shard Aconda. With all the trimmings. That's all you need. You do not need cold. All right? And it's one of the most powerful ships in the game, baby. Just get her done. All right, so now or you can go in the Discord. The boys will help you, but well, no, actually, none of the boys are in, except for Rohan. He's not much help, so never mind. Just scratch that. All right, here we go.
Clamp release confirmed. Restrict speed until a carrier is far behind you.
Who's scanning me? This is my ship. You can't scan me here. You're my security. They're just making sure I'm okay, right? So we're going to go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and get that lined up on the community goal. Do I have bounties? Oh, I do. I have some bounties I need to turn in. Oopsies. Oopsies. Oopsie doopsie poopsies. All right, we need to turn those in. We'll turn those in when we get over there. Not that I'm too worried about it, but don't want to lose them. Oh, here we go. So one of the tricks too is especially if you're in open, make sure that you not only plot your route, but plot your destination in the system. So you don't have to screw around looking for it, right? So let's just say, for example, if I was going to go over here and drop my bounty data, then I would make sure I selected that first. That keeps you so you can keep focused on what's going on. Now, I'm not thinking that we're going to get pulled over in here, but what I'm saying is just be prepared. Make sure you got your destination selected. And then once you get into the destination, make sure you select a method out. In case you do get pulled over, then you just have to or select it quickly, but make sure that you do select a destination out. I'm pretty sure we can do that. But it might deselect the thing you're trying to go to, so I'm not sure. Not sure how that works exactly, but just make sure you have a route away. Or one that you can pick fairly quickly, because when you get pulled over by human pilots, they're going to try and make it to where you have to take a long time to get away so they can shoot you more. So it's always best to not give them that opportunity. So, for example, if you get interdicted, then it's best to submit. So to submit, you just throttle 0. And then you do have a couple seconds sometimes. It depends on their connection and your connection. But you do have a couple seconds just to get. So you might even want to have this up on the screen. I'm sorry, here, this navigation one. And just come down to the bottom. Oops. And don't have it filtered. Or filter it to try to pre-filter it to systems. That way, all you got to do is if you get pulled over, you submit, and then right away make sure you go over here and I would just click on anything basically, because it's not going to send you somewhere you can't go, and then just jump out of the system. Because if you try to jump within the system, they are able to get you mass locked and stuff like that. So it's harder to get away. So there's a bunch of little tricks, Commanders. You'll learn them. But like I said, make sure you do it in a ship that you can afford to rebuy. You do not want to go into open in a Corvette unless you got just oodles of money and you don't care. But, you know, they have a lot of ships you can buy right off the shelf and will have a 0 rebuy. That's the ones I'd be using. That's the ones I do use, basically. It's just like, hell yeah, if I'm gonna learn, if I'm gonna get schooled, I might as well get schooled for cheap, right? So I did get schooled a little bit yesterday. It was fun, but when I'm live streaming, I don't want to encourage people to stream snipe and stuff like that, because that is no bueno. I don't know if Frontier does anything about it, but a lot of games will look down on that and tell you to. And could possibly ban your account, so don't do that. If you do it, don't tell me about it, especially not on the stream, because the devs do tend to peek in on me every so often. So just keep it zip-lipped there, Commanders. We don't need that kind of negativity in our lives. Alright, so let's go ahead and go contacts, request dock. Oh, he's got a docking computer. Sweet. Let's hope it's on the right side of this ship. Some of these mega ships, if you try the auto docker, it'll run you right into the ship. So I don't know. I think I'm over the pad, maybe. Might get lucky. Might get lucky on this one. So I'm gonna just turn in my. I just want to turn in this bounty data before I go meandering on out there again. Yeah, don't just use a docking computer, bro. It's right there. See, I didn't do that. Look, spirit fingers, baby, all day. Echo is weird because of its shape, so it is kind of difficult to figure out, especially in the dark where the pads are. But the way I look at it is, it's like it's the flat side, and there, because the thing goes down into a V, so it's the flat. It's the flat, or it goes. It's a triangle, basically upside down. Turn it upside down. The pads are up there. Whatever, something like that. I think. I can't remember. But anyway, if I have a docking computer, I don't worry about it anymore. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and turn these in real quick, and then we'll go out and we'll visit one of them pirate places. And I can't remember. I think Highlander liked the 6 the best, but when we're in a team, I don't mind. I have no problem doing a 7 because it's real easy. It's not that it's hard. It's just context. See, I remember. It took me a minute, but I remembered. So you just go to the administrator, and you can turn it in here. So there you go. So I'm turning in 5,000 more. And then you just kind of go back out there. And let's see. So now, if we look on our little handy dandy list over here, make sure you go when you're ready to go to where you're going. Right? You can filter, but filter by signal or points of interest. Oops. The other signal sources, points of interest, because that's where you're going to find these pirate things. See that? They're all over the place. There's 2 right there. Now we kind of hang out over by a specific planet, but you can go anywhere you want. This one's 2 away. There's at least 3 in here, and I think they're static. Yeah, these are like super close. This threat 7 and stuff. So let's just take one of those. We'll go over there. Now, if my other squad mates are here and they want to put me on a squad with them, I'm okay with that. And then maybe I'll change my destination. But right now, I'm on my own. So I'm just going on in. I'm going in hot, boys. Hot. Gotta flip this bird around, man. She's a big, big girl. There we go. Woohoo! Here we go, baby! And it's right there, baby. It's not even far. It's like right away. Boom, 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 boom. Then we go ahead, and we are still mass locked. All right, jump on in. So yeah, if you see us out in the open, then we're taking lessons. So make sure you give us some, because we like them. I don't know how long we'll be here. I know eventually we'll head back to California to do our normal California type things that we do. It is every day is Fortune Friday in our book, but yeah, Nebula Nights, Fortune Fridays, we got them all going on. There are people from the Vortex Squadron out there, so if you happen to want to get with them, feel free to do so. Now, this is taking a really long time, so I'm going to just kind of give it a little nudge. Just give it a look. That wasn't enough of a nudge. I didn't give it enough nudge. Not too little nudge. That's okay. It's just enough to get us at least the numbers ticking down pretty fast at this point. Hey, look at that. I love it when my guys hear what I'm saying. All right, there you go, bro. All right, we got Baram on deck, and he's going to make me do a loop of shame. Thank you, Baram. Good timing. Good timing. Right when I needed to not do a loop of shame. I did. That's great. You know, I'm very famous for the loops of shame. I'm gonna have to add that to my repertoire of titles. I think I might have. I don't remember. Did I do that? I don't remember. I'll have to look and see what my last announcement said. I changed so much stuff so fast, I can't even remember what I've done. So, yeah. Hot nuts, baby, tonight. Shit's gonna get real now because Hot Nuts is in here. And he is, like, so aggressive. And he runs around in a Corvette. Now, if you're in a group of, like, 4, it's not the worst thing in the world to be able to go in a group like that. Because, you know, every even a Corvette gets lucky every now and then. And will do a lot of damage if they can catch up to the pythons. But I'll tell you what, man, I saw so many pythons yesterday. I was getting sick of. I was ready to sell my python because there's just too much going on. Oh, this is a different thing. Oh, did I go to a pirate activity? Thought I did. This one's so weird. Oh, I didn't even. This is awesome. Man, see, now I need my T10. Yeah, I think I'm going to bring the T10N to one of these. I don't see any pirates here, though. What's this guy? This is not... This can't be right. I must have... Did I go into the wrong thing? Oh, jeez. I did not mean to hit that, Commanders. Oh, there's a few pirates out. Oh, okay, here comes everybody. Look. Is that their spawn? Did we just see a spawn, like, before our eyes? That is incredible. Did you guys see that spawn? That was wicked. I've never seen that before. Pirate activity. Oh. That's a threat 6 over there. What? I thought I went into a... Am I in a 7? I feel like I'm in a 7. Maybe. Anyway, I think we just saw the... I think we just witnessed the birth of a pirate system. Which is really amazing. Well, he's wanted. Now, this vet is mostly just set up for, like, you know, rest and relaxation. It's not really set up to do a whole lot of craziness. But, you know, you can do whatever you gotta do. There's my big pulses. Now, they're, according to Highlander, their shields are really strong, too. I probably, if I was gonna do it again, I'd probably change a couple of the lasers out, but for the most part, it's not the worst. This guy he's just chewing on my shield. Look at him. Why are you gonna chew on my shield, man? Why am I? Oh, because I ran out of juice. That's why. There, let's do that. All right, where'd he go? Come here. Come back here. Why you gotta do me like that? We should do a little bit more damage to this guy now that I kind of fixed things out. Yeah, I have seen the people that overcharge that heat up. There's one can't remember what it's called now, but there's something you can use that does more damage depending on how hot your ship is. And yeah, I've seen people that you could basically one-shot people with it. I have seen that, and I'm not a fan. That's why I don't care about whether it's in open or not, because the people that are trying to do nefarious things are not going to play fair, so why should you, right? So that's why I'm saying don't worry about it. There's no shame in just avoiding getting, you know, cheated all the time. I don't have no problem with not getting cheated. I like fair comp. I mean, I don't mind overpowering people, but, you know, I'm not a huge fan of the creative game mechanics. I'm not always a big fan of those. This guy is really, he's got some tough ass shields on him. Look at him. Somebody's got shard cannon. What the hell? Come here, man. Why you wish to always be behind me? I don't like it. There it goes. He is like he's got me struggling a little. See if we can get a little bit more off of him. There's some. Got him. I don't know if Baram's firing. I don't think Baram's firing at the same one. Maybe he is. Oh, he's in a crate. Crates are good too. Crates are good for anything. Crates do everything. Whee! Oh, he's gonna get his shield up. He's gonna get his shield back up. Anyway, these are great. These are a little bit tougher, from what I understand, than a regular compromised nav beacon. So they're getting the approval of the squad right now. And this guy, I swear to God, these guys in their stupid chat, I hate it. He's gonna get his shield up before I get him dead, because I can't turn around fast enough to shoot his face up. Oh. There we go. Baram's got him. Get him, Baram. Don't let him get away, man. This guy's got more shape than I can shake a stick at. My God. I think we got another. We got another Bagger Joan. Somebody's got blue. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Who's got blue? Somebody's got blue lasers. Do the AI have blue lasers? Somebody's shooting this guy. Now, who is that guy? Well, he's not real. He's faking. But he's fighting with the other guys. That's crazy. What's going on? And this guy, this is why I'm getting confused. They're fighting each other. I remember Highlander was mentioning that earlier, and I was like, what the hell's going on? Why are they fighting each other, man? What's going on? Did we kill our target that we were working on? Yeah. Well, I guess we'll just start on this one. Let's see what happens. Let's get him going. Now, you can sub-target and do all that stuff, but these guys don't run away. So I don't know how important that is. You know what I mean? Especially if you're in a group. I don't know how important that really is. Oh. Baram's got some. I think I asked him last night. He said something about shard cannons. I was like, "You mean regular shard cannons, right? Not those." Yeah, if you have guardian shard cannons, I'm gonna kick your butt. You know, I was getting a little excited there. Yeah, seeing he still seems to be mostly. Well, no, he's interested in Baram now. No, he's still going at the other guy. The other guy's still doing him. So that's good too. That helps a lot. There's just, look, I can't even see what's going on. There's so many lasers. Yeah, he's dead. Now, what's this guy? He looks like... Yeah, I just saw some blue lasers, so I was trying to figure out what's going on there. Maxim Bumbada. I like that name. I like that, and that's a cool name is what that is. But you can just, the really... Oh, look at that. That is a... Oh, that is a Fer-de-Lance. Okay, I thought it was a clipper. You never see clippers. Or cutters, I mean. You never see cutters in these places. But yeah, I wouldn't mind even bringing... I might try like the T10 in a 5 and see what happens. As far as, you know, how much is going on. Or how much stuff we can retrieve from one of these. Because I think this would be okay to do. I don't know if they come up on you and try to scan you like the other ones. See, I keep seeing blue, and that's what's tripping me out. It's like, why don't I keep thinking that's like a real commander when they have colored lasers, because mostly the AI doesn't. Didn't used to, so maybe that's a new thing. Yeah, and like I said, there's nothing to feel bad about, because the people that are fighting against you, they don't have to go into open either. They're just going into open because you can't fight back. I ran myself out of bullets. Or out of power, I mean. held that button too long. Yeah, I probably could use a better vent beam on this thing. Because the vent beam on this thing is crap. I'm heating up just turning the ship around. Yeah, I mean, this thing was built a really long time ago, so it probably needs some modern conveniences built into it. Because I'm trying to do the beam laser right now, and it's just like, nah, not so much. It's just like, how about no? How about no? Now I was killing these guys with the PvP ship last night. That was fun. It was fun, but I had to keep reloading bullets a lot. And in PvP, it's usually more like a, you know, you do one battle, and then you either blow your ship up or you go back and repair or whatever you do. Just depends on how long time you want to take doing it. If you have a 0 rebuy ship, obviously you just blow it up. Right after you win the battle, you know, you get your attaboys from your buddies or whatever, and then you're done. Jesus. Baram, my God. See, now Baram should switch, well, see, this depends on the other thing too, is if you're doing PvP, you can use a lot different weapons than you use in PvE. Because PvE is more about longevity. We just want to sit here and, you know, kill pirates for hours. That's what we do. But otherwise, yeah, you just do your thing. All right. Well, we've gotten to see. Just in case. Love that name. Too bad I got to shoot you, bud. Sorry to hear it. But you got to go. You got to go. You just got to go. Okay, that's all I can tell you. My shield is in bad shape. Oh, let's see if we can find the thing. Was that it? Oh, it is. Okay, that was it. That was it. I got the heat sink off. We're good. I found my little rechargey thingy. Yeah, there's a couple lasers on here I wouldn't mind changing out. Those pulse lasers should do a hell of a job on the hull, but they're just not good for shields. And no, I don't have any cyto scramblers and all that crap. These real weapons. Somebody will be offended. And I'll just be like, yeah, okay. Whatever, man. Whatever floats your boat. I mean, he's like literally right on top of me. What? That would be helpful if I could see him, huh? I couldn't even tell what he was because he looked like a big blob of goo. He's trying really hard to recharge that shield, but it ain't working. We're going in hot, boys. Come here. Don't let him do it. Don't let him recharge that thing. Get that shield down. There it goes. There we go, baby. Now me, on the other hand, remember, always fire the heatsink first, then the other thing. I did it backwards, commanders. You'll have a lot less problems if you do it that way. I had to do it. You have to do it for Thargoiden too. Oh my God, you little chaff monkey. This is a chaff monkey. You guys ever seen so much chaff in your life? So much chaff. All right. Oh yeah, here we go. What's critical? My attitude? Do I have a critical attitude? Oh my goodness. I need more pips. More pips. It's holding up a little bit better. I need more pips. Pippi Longstocking. Oh my god, this guy. Oh, he's just irritating me. There we go. Alright. Brahm, I'm going to head back to the Ponderosa for a moment. And then we'll get together here in a little bit. If you're welcome to stay, obviously there's nobody here, so you're okay. We're going to head back to the carrier. I do want to look at this vet and see what I can do to make it better. But it is pretty good. It works. That's usually all I care, because I don't do this that often anymore. Bounty hunting is just, I'm kind of more into the Thargoid killing than I am the bounty hunting, but as long as we can help out, that's all I care about. Helping out, helping the cause. So, yeah, if you want to come out, tonight, tomorrow, whatever, do a little bounty hunting, it's all good with me. I'm good. I'm down. Alright, we're heading back over to the carrier. Where's the carrier? Bum ba dum ba dum ba dum ba dum ba dum. Ba dum ba dum ba dum ba dum. Oh, look at that fuel scooping. I could probably take that off. Willy-nilly. 07 to you. Good to see you. Good to see you, my friend. So hopefully we'll get some more shenanigans going on. We've been having fun so far. Even in open, we've been having a good time. Like I said, we're just not gonna, I'm not gonna announce that on a live stream. But if you want to come with us and get into some shenanigans in open, we are okay with that. We are okay with that. We'll set up some groups. We'll go get some. We'll cause some havoc. We'll chase some people around. There's a lot of the opportunist PvPers do not like being chased around. They want to chase you around. Now the weird thing is that they locked down the system. So realistically, all they did was make it to where the people that were delivering the goods that they were going to try and destroy are not showing up anymore. So now it's just a war zone. That's all it is now. It's just a war zone. So who knows? I mean, us delivering, if we are actually able to return from lockdown, that may or may not be a favor to the people with cartographic data, because they're still going to be silly. And they're still going to want to try to deliver it in open, and then they're going to get killed. Like, oh my god, I had all this stuff. And it's like, dude, stop playing in open, you weirdos. Cut it out. Stop it. What is wrong with you? But they said I have to play in open. It's the only fair. No, they're lying to you, because they're going to play unfair. The people that are going to be unfair are telling you that so that you fall for it, and then they can kill you, and then they get to giggle and chuckle, and you have to starve them. Starve them of their content, and then they will do something else. Because nobody just wants to sit around doing nothing, right? So, yeah. Don't help them. Hurt them. Look, I used to be one of them. I get it, but people are so stubborn. They just can't. They have to listen to whatever the community says, and I never listen to the community. They know that, all right. They're like, yeah, this guy's a loose cannon, man. He never know where he's gonna go, and that's true. And I'm gonna stay that way. I don't want him to know. I gotta keep moving and shaking. You know what I mean? Let's go ahead and get this thing lined up for docking. We're just gonna let it go all the way down. Look at that. Look, boys. See? Dun, 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 dun. How much did I make today? Let's look. On this run. Let's see what we did. 2 million. That's right, 2 million. You got to stay out for a run with bounties. But the nice thing about those pirate ones is like almost every single one of them in there is like a python or an anaconda, and they're worth a lot more money. So definitely worth it. Definitely a good, whenever they put it in, good job, guys, because I didn't even know about it till recently, and I know Highlander just noticed it today. He's like, I don't remember these, and I said, I don't either, but I've seen them a couple times, but I didn't know like what, because they even have one in California. They have one like this in California, those pirate zones, so it's really cool. But, you know, if you guys want to come hang out with us, come on out. You can join us in our Discord right here. I'm going to send you a link. You ready? Boom. And once you go there, you want to go over to the Discord, and the Discord is going to drop you off right here somewhere. Oh, up here. Welcome. And it'll even say that out loud, or my voice will say it to you in your head now that I said it like that. So you just go through the welcome. Basically what you want to get to is down here. It gives you all kinds of links you can use, all the different platforms I'm on, VV's on, or Vortex Squadron's on. And then choose your role. Choose your role is where you get verified. So you do get roles, and you come to this, and you go down, and you'll see that there are 3 different roles you can choose from. You got verified, which is just if you just want to join in and just come have some fun. Verified's perfect for you. It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean anything. It just means that you're a human, a real human. And then prospect, you would pick that if you're thinking about maybe joining the squadron, but you're not sure. And then there's agent, which you can join if you just want to be a member. You can just join. You're a member. Boom. Like that, right out of the chute. We don't even ask any questions. Just come on in. And then, so if you pick prospect or agent and you need an avatar for you can see most of the boys have the Battle Vortex avatars. The Vortex Squadron avatars. So you can go to prospect. You can use that one if you want, and you can use wing agent. You don't have to use these, but you can, and you can use them anywhere. You can use them on any other Discord, any other forum, any social media, anywhere where you can put up a little, picture of what you want people to see. And I have zero problems with people using these because I like them, and I made them. So now, let's say, for example, you want to go even further. You want to go beyond just being a full squadron member. You want to be a wing commander. Well, then you got to jump through a couple of hoops, but they're not real tough. One of the first hoops you might want to jump through is you go to inara.cz. So we're going to do that. inara.cz. And then you go there, and it'll put you on, you'll go to your commander page, which I also have a link to my commander page if you want to go there just as a reference point. And then sign up to Inara, set up an account. And then once you set up an account, make sure that if you go to your commander page, which is right here, then you go down with, can you see it on there? Yeah, basically it says commander. And then right here, there'll be a button that lets you hook up your account to Elite Dangerous so that it'll basically download all your data, all your stats, all your money, everything you ever did, your log files, everything. And then that way you can kind of keep a better eye. It's like at a glance where you can see everything you do. And then you go into this squadrons here, and other squadrons. Go to other squadrons, and then you can squadron search. If you go in here and you go Vortex Squadron, and you search, there it is. And in here, when you get here, sign up here for the squadron. And once I give you access, then you'll be a member on Inara as well. Now, you just say you want to go even further. You just want to go all in. You are so far all in now. You just want to go all the way. You come into game, and you go to this arrow on the left, and you come down. You go to squadrons. Now, if you're already in a squadron and you don't want to be in that squadron anymore, maybe you signed up for it 10 years ago or something, and you're done with them, just go into squadron management, go down to settings, and then go to leave squadron and hit enter, apply the changes, and it will take you out of that squadron. Then you can go back and you can go to browse squadrons, and you come up in here and you put in VS99. Vortex Squadron 99, and then you filter that, and then sometimes it goes too far, so you got to go back one. Here you go, VS99. You go in here. There's a button in here somewhere. I can't remember where it is, but because I created the squadron, so I don't know. But in any event, you hit the request to join. Now, once you get approved in all 3 places, then let me know, and I will verify you. And once I get you verified, then we can do something cool. There's an application. Who's that? Uncle Jay. Oh, yeah, we're putting him in there. Hell, yeah. And then once I get you verified in all those places, then you can then what I'll do is I will come and I will check it out, and then I will come in here, and I will send you a welcome letter and this other, the Wing Commander badge, and you can use that badge for everything. So there's that. I got to verify that you're in all 3 places though. So if you send me a message, if you get it all set up, send me a message. And if your name is different from one platform to the other, you need to let me know, because otherwise I won't figure it out. But because if your name's Bud and then the other one it's Buck and the other one is John, I'll never figure all that out. You guys got to point that out to me, okay? I'm getting too old for that, figuring all that out. So just tell me. And then once you're all done and I send you the badge and everything, you're a Wing Commander, bro. You are in the squad. Now, we don't have any requirements. You don't have to show up every day. You don't have to do anything. But I don't know if Uncle Jay is in all 3 places, but I'll check it out since I've got him on the hook, since I know he's there. And if I find out he does, then he's in. He's in like Flynn, baby. Yeah, we don't have any requirements. We don't ask of anything of you. If you don't want to come around, you don't have to. Just wearing the flag, and that's fine enough for me. I'm okay with that. 2 or 3, well, boot him. Where's my mod? Just kidding. Yeah, so, he's not on Anara probably, because I know he's in the Discord. So anyway, yeah. So as soon as that happens, you're in. You're in like Flynn, commandees. All right? So, ladies, gentlemen, commanders, and whatevers, I'm out. I'm going to be done. I'm going to go kick some butt with my boys tonight. So let's make it happen. You guys come on out. Join that Discord. Get on there with us. Get in there. If you want to see like all the pilots and their bios and stuff, here's a link for that. There you go, right there. Yeah, I know. That's what I just said. So anyway, you can support the channel on the channel. On the channel now. We are monetized now. And if you want to just go ahead and do Discord as well, Patreon. You can do Patreon as well. But anyway, boys and girls and whirls and twirls, I'm out. So I will talk to you guys again super, super soon. Tomorrow. It'll be tomorrow.
Stardust in your hair, you're a cosmic dream. Flying through the space on a laser beam. Galactic whispers calling out your name. Vortex Squadron lights up just the same. the trail into the Milky Way.